Hello, welcome back to Sunday Live on Sports. Tonight we're talking Ekstraklasa, bags of goals in England's Premier League today. Liverpool winning 3-2 at West Ham, Manchester United winning 3-2 at City, and Everton scoring 2 late goals and a 2-1 win over Tottenham. We've seen just the one, a significant one though, for Lech Poznan, who go second in the table, and for the whole Ekstraklasa season as they close to within 4 points of the runaway leaders at 1 point, Legia Warsaw. To discuss and dissect it, I'm very pleased to say we've got co-editor of the English language Ekstraklasa magazine, a wonderful online resource, Ryan Hubbard, still with us alongside our tipping guru Chris Graham. And Ryan, a solid professional job from Lech Poznan and a return to their kind of formulaic ways of winning games after conceding 8 goals in 3.
Yeah, it was a very difficult performance, mostly because of the conditions on the pitch. I don't think neither side really could play the game they particularly wanted
Football
to play.
on ice, wasn't it?
Yeah, really. You know, you saw players slipping over. Neither side was particularly had the pace about them, but you know they snatched it, and that would have been the game plan.
5th 1-0 victory on the road, which tells a story. But after the last few weeks, Mariusz Rumak has done a good job with a new look defence. No Icey and of course no Arbeladas. Finally getting them to tighten up.
I think that's a crucial thing. I think even 0-0 would have been a triumph today because of the shambles that's going on in the last 3 games. A clean sheet, massive boost, and a win as well. 3 points, even bigger boost. So I think a great day for Lech Poznan today. I really do.
And we have to reflect on them from a betting perspective. It's just such a Jekyll and Hyde side. 3 defeats last 3 at home, 5 defeats on the road. It's a trend in Ekstraklasa that teams tend to do better away from home, particularly Lech Poznan, who have a 43,000 capacity on it.
It's incredible. Lech Poznan's away record this season has been terrific. Top of the away table, I think, by 5 clear points.
Yeah.
Like 21 points out of possible 24. You know, extraordinary how that trend works. Korona's first home defeat today since September the 1st, 99 days ago. So that's an interesting stat that's just bust. But Lech just have this template, this model, this 1-0 win. It's happened for the 5th time today. So yeah, a great day for Lech.
They're very much in the title mix. Korona Kielce, quickly, we'll talk about this more in depth. We've got on till 7 o'clock, by the way. Get your thoughts in at STL Ekstraklasa, title race, relegation, whatever you want to talk about. Korona Kielce, perhaps in danger of getting dragged in by virtue of not being able to score goals. 12 goals in 15 games in the first half of the season.
I mean, we saw Kozin playing out on the wing today. You know, it was maybe a little bit of a loss for them up front. They didn't
top scorer by a stretch, isn't he?
Yeah, they didn't quite get the service up front. They didn't quite have anything really about them. I think the Lech defence coped quite well, to be fair, considering their last couple of weeks where they've conceded 8. Maybe Icey not being in the squad, maybe that was a big turning point for them.
Yeah. Icey has been deployed as a right-back predominantly, been a centre-half recently. It's been terrible for them. Centre-forward-wise for Lech Poznan, all about Bartosz Ślązarski, 8 goals. The next best for Lech Poznan is 2 goals, and he decided it today. And it was the introduction of substitute which made a difference, Ryan Hubbard, but a bit of a wayward cross shot. We can't think he meant this assist, but wonderfully converted by Ślązarski, who typically scores headers, but this was a lovely finish.
Yeah, it was a good, well, I say across, it was like you say, it was probably more of a shot, and Ślązarski's just managed to get there, and he's managed to convert it, which is all he can do.
I think Trauco was trying to pretend when he ran across to him as if it was like a wonderfully school plan they worked on the training ground, but it did seem the way his posture that it was a wild lash rather than a cross.
It was a little bit reminiscent of Gascoigne against Germany in '96, but he did manage to get there rather than Gascoigne.
Got longer legs than Paul Gascoigne, hasn't he?
Yeah, quite possibly.
Just a word on Ślązarski, 10-1. He scored the first goal. He was 4th favourite amongst the Lech players, which is baffling.
Why we can give people value in the betting market.
And I wish I'd tweeted this out before the show. I meant to, but yeah, he was the 4th favourite amongst the Lech Poznan goal scorers, despite the fact he scored 5 more than any other player, that's a wreck by a bookmakers. And you're right, we can exploit this.
We got a Janota free kick for Korona Kielce, who do toil and struggle to get goals. Michał Kozin with 4 goals, clear away their top scorer. But Janota introduced a substitute, went close with a free kick, and it was kind of the only opportunity they really had to get involved, wasn't it?
Yeah, they struggled from open play. The free kick was the best one. It was a cracking save from Kotorowski in the Lech goal. You know, this is the 92nd minute. You know, if this goes in, they've dropped 2 points, and he's just kept them in the game, really. Yeah,
Korona Kielce stay on 16, 10 points, clear the relegation zone. But form lines, would you worry about them at all, Chris Graham?
Yeah, I mean, the home defeat today is worrying, isn't it? The home form's been it's just been so strong since the start of the season, really, September the 1st, and you know, losing today is a bit worrying. But you know, we'll talk about it later. But hat off not winning yesterday, that was disappointing. So
Pobeskidja dropping a point today as well.
Exactly, when they had a great opportunity.
Sorry, dropping 2 points. They were winning position against.
They were 2-1 up as well. So that's a bit concerning at both those sides. I expected both the bottom 2 sides to be winning this weekend. It hasn't happened. So yeah, it's a long way to go. But you know, you can't. They're definitely in the relegation mix, we'll say.
it's hard to really argue with Lech Poznan given they still dominated possession, over 60% for most of the game. I think 59% in the end, second half. And Brzezinski in the first half looked dangerous off the right wing. He faded a little bit in the second period, but he has hopefully a goal-scoring threat they can try and develop because Rumak needs to develop other options. Yeah,
like we said before, at half-time, he's mainly deployed as a striker. You know, this is his primary position. And
he's only got that slightly wrong, hasn't he? The header. It's just a matter of angles. He gets it slightly bit more.
That comes a little bit with experience as well. He's still young, as are some of the other players in the Lech midfield, and he was quite a competent job from the Lech midfield today.
Yeah, we say 6 or 7 first teamers out, which is significant for their confidence ahead of the season.
Yeah, they'll be struggling to get their places back, maybe.
Yeah, certainly so. And I think Brzezinski had another opportunity as well in the game. I think it was a volleyed effort.
It's, you know, they had a few chances.
This was Slazarski's
header. You know, yeah, maybe he should have buried that.
This was bread and butter. You know, the 2 opportunities, you'd much have expected him to score that one, wouldn't you?
Yeah, definitely. You know, the one he did score, he was maybe, you know, got a little bit of luck on his side, but that one is his bread and butter.
What about Bartosz Slazarski? He's not in the Polish squad. This all Ekstraklasa side that's going out to Turkey to play Macedonia in a fixture soon. 8 goals this season. Is he underrated, undervalued? Daniel Aboya said if I wasn't a footballer, I would be Bartosz Slazarski, digging it in a bit. But he's better than that, isn't he? You can't argue with the stats this season.
He's plugging away, he's scoring goals, and at the end of the day, that's what you want a striker to do. He might not be technically the best player, he might not be the fastest player, but he's scoring goals, and you can't argue with that.